Appreciate that. Hey, Featherhead. I am losing my voice, my sinuses, and everything with this weather going from 20 degrees to 60 degrees, and it is just messing up my sinuses. So these are 1/32 ounce jig heads, or round heads. There we go, Cole. I went ahead and restarted the live. That's what I did. Yep, welcome in, guys. I got to do some grays too. Yeah, let me do that now. We pretty much sold out of the Gray Ghost 1/32. And so I got to refill up everything. We're low on everything. We're not out of every color. We're only out of probably about 4 or 5. But they're in just certain sizes. Hey there, Roy. Welcome in. Thank you for the 100. Appreciate the gifties there. I like it better over here. Oh, you do? Oh, okay, cool. It's a little bit different over here. I think the picture quality may be just a little bit better. It's going to start getting warm over here now. We got 25 people on our YouTube, 19 on our TikTok. I've been doing good. How have you been doing? I've been doing pretty good. Feather. Feather fall in there. Yep. A little better, and can't hear the heat gun as well. Oh, really? Well, I didn't know that. Yep. So I do have two mics on, but I guess it's the mic is picking up the heat gun on our TikTok a lot more. Does your heat gun tell you what temperature it's set at? Right now it's at about 1170 right now. That's what it's set at. That's why I'm not holding it, a long time on here, and I could paint a lot faster. Of course, the jig head's not going to hit 1170 unless I'm holding it up there for, a long time. Why do you ask? Am I doing something wrong? Am I doing something wrong? I'm always doing something wrong. My last stream that I did while I was pouring lead, I had two emails and one text message come in, and people telling me how I did it wrong. I'm like, oh man, you guys are the professionals, I guess. And I'm just kidding with you. I'm just kidding around with you. I know what you said there is probably an honest question or whatever. Just finished painting heads myself. Oh, good. I'm not holding my tongue right. Yeah, you got that right. Oh, I don't let them get to me. There's a lot of people out there that don't have anything better to do. I did mine at 850, and maybe why I'm getting too much paint. Oh, if you notice what I'm doing here, I'm not holding my jig head on here a long time. Though the heat's probably at 1170, the heat coming out, the jig head's never going to reach that unless I'm and I'm not going to hold it over the head. Unless I'm holding it up there and I'm just letting it sit up there, the head will get too hot and then it collects too much paint. It'll collect too much paint, and that's where you get the cone heads and all that stuff. I have it at its highest setting. It only has 2 settings on this one here, and I don't hold it on the heat for a long period of time. Yeah, probably a couple years ago, there was somebody that was telling me that I'm doing it all wrong. I need to put an undercoat of white on all my jig heads. He went into this whole elaborate, thing that he does, and he worked for a certain company for so many years, and blah 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 blah, yada 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 yada. And it was kind of like, spent more time on an email than what it's actually worth. I read it and I was like, oh well, you got my 2 minutes worth of reading. But people will do that, and um, I put myself out there every day. I do a live stream, and I may not exactly know everything 100%, but sometimes people are just rude and mean and all that kind of stuff. There's no other way to put it there. Let's see here. We got to do orange. Let's do a couple of oranges here. People just being people. Faster. Yeah, featherhead. Oh, okay, I see. Let's see. Just every time I bake, no matter what temperature, I get cone heads. Okay. Now, I do have a fluid bed. I don't need the fluid bed, but my wife thought it would be a good idea to get one a couple of years ago. And so I make sure the powder is loose, but if it's too loose, then you have to double dip it, triple dip it, just to get a good coating on there. So this one here, I have it to where it's just barely moving, and if the orange is one of the dense colors, there are colors that are dense, and orange is one of those colors. Ooh, I just did it again. Look at that. Got paint everywhere. And the reason for the fluid bed is to get an even coating on there, and it's also to to aerate the powder coat and loosen it up, because if you don't loosen it up, that's where you get the cone heads and all that kind of stuff going. I would just try holding your head up there just a few seconds, and you may have to adjust your fluid bed if you have a fluid bed. My toughest color with cone heads is chartreuse. Of all the colors, it just seems like I always have some cone heads with the chartreuse paint. Now I don't have a lot of cone heads. I'll just have a few. Hey there, Drew. Thank you so much for the roses. Appreciate that. You guys make sure to pick up Drew. Do you do this for a living? No, I do it for death. I do it for death. I don't do it for a living. Yeah, I do this full time for a living. I'm just messing with you there. The comedy I don't. I don't make. I wish I made a living doing comedy, but I just don't do. I don't do. Sometimes my jokes are not funny. They're not funny. But yes, I do this for a living. Yeah, and I do pretty good. I have three Dundee awards hanging on the wall too. I got that stupid song, "I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy," stuck in my head. You guys ever get crazy songs stuck in your head? Ooh, witchy woman. Okay, I got to get another cleaner here. Get some more. Get another towel here because I just made me a mess again. Born on the 4th of July. Okay, let's get these out. Let's get these in. Now, I've had the question imposed on me, how do I know when the jig heads are done? You'll know when the jig heads are done if you stick like a toothpick in it and you stick it in there and you pull it out. If it pulls out clean, that means that the jigs are done. Just letting you guys know. Valentine, buenas tardes. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, guys. Okay, these are the heads that I just got done doing. Oh, come on, focus camera. My old camera is no good. Okay, these are 1/24 ounce. So usually what I do in the morning when I first come in, a lot of times first thing I do is I'm getting orders packaged and ready to ship out. And that's what I'm primarily doing when I get in the shop in the mornings. And then secondly, I start working on eyes, because the eyes are sometimes, I'll basically, on whatever orders that I have to work on that are not already tied and ready to go out the door, I'm getting those orders ready to work on. And then on top of that, I'm basically gluing a lot of eyes and trying to get ahead on that, because it does take a little bit of time to put eyes on them. Hey, Brindy. Let's see. Pacific's back. I did restart the live. I don't know if I was having issues. I don't know what kind of issues I was having. My wife and my kids will tell you I have tons of issues, but and I'm just goofing around when I say that. My wife's awesome. She doesn't. She probably believes that. She hasn't told me that yet. But anyway, these are the 1/24 ounce heads. My wife does sneak in sometimes in the middle of the day. She'll sneak in and watch me sometimes on her between classes or on her lunch break. Okay, we're going to do 16th ounce round heads next. So we're going to need, what are we going to need? We need some chartreuse. We need some shiners. And we need a lot of light blue heads, the baby blue heads. So let's go ahead and do the light blue, because those are for the monkey milk heads. Let's see. Here's our chartreuse. There's our robin's egg blue. So let's go ahead and get these going here. Thank you for the share. I appreciate the shares, guys. Thanks, Ruben. Oh, well, good. My wife and kids say the same. They say the same. Yeah, it's probably true. I do have issues. Some of my issues require tissues. Okay, these are the light blue heads, otherwise known as robin's egg blue. That's the head right there. Do I have any more of this paint? Robin's egg blue. Is that it? Well, that's candy green. I didn't even know I had candy green. Candy green's a pretty color. There's my light blue. That's an old paint right there. I'm glad I'm getting through these paints here. Candy pink, yellow. Ooh, I don't like that color. We're getting rid of that one there. Robin's egg blue. There's robin's egg blue. Okay, we're going to get on with this one here. And well, that's that candy green. Huh, I'm gonna have to order some more of this sometime. I don't think I have any in the 1 pound containers. Yeah, that'll be one of the colors I have to reorder here sometime. Hey there, Empire. Do I make bass baits? I don't make a traditional bass bait, but all of these lures I make do catch bass. Every single lure I make will catch a bass. Even the little 1/80th ounce lures I make, they catch bass. And I've caught a bunch of bass off of them. So I don't call my jigs, I don't call them crappie jigs. I do call them hand-tied jigs and lures and stuff. And that's mainly because they'll catch a lot of different kind of fish. They'll even catch catfish. They'll catch catfish, they'll catch gar, they'll catch carp, they'll catch drum, skipjack, bluegill, shell crackers, red ears. They'll catch trout, walleye, salmon, tarpon, peacock bass. They'll catch barracudas. They'll even catch your girlfriend if she's standing behind you when you're casting. And sometimes they'll even catch stumps. Yeah, welcome in everybody. Hey there, Empire Gold Mining. How are you doing there? Yep, welcome in everybody. Let's see. Did the chat freeze up again? Let me see. Oh, there we go. Just put in tiny birthday order. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Happy birthday again. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Now we got Featherhead's birthday on Friday, too. Yep, thank you guys for the gifts. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate the gifties. These are chartreuse. These are 1/16 ounce. Oh, you did. Let's see. Are those Star Ret brand pliers? I don't know what kind of pliers they are. I got them on eBay, not eBay, Amazon, and they're flat. They don't have any teeth in them, and they're spring loaded. And oh, you're gonna go fishing? Well, that'll be cool. And they don't get magnetized. Um, okay, I'll check it out there. I'll check it out. I am going to tie this afternoon too, so I will be tying up some lures here, hopefully within the next hour or so. The weather is supposed to be pretty nice too. There's a good chance we may hit 70 this week. That would be nice. Guys, again, I appreciate the gifts coming in. I do have some black, so I'm going to do some silver, and we got to do some copper. Silver, and I got to do some copper too. Let's get these copper ones out of the way. These are for the Bayou Bug, basically an all brown jig. Supposed to be 64. Ooh, that sounds good there. 9 mile an hour winds. That's pretty good too. That's not that bad. That is our copper. And that's the color that we use for the Bayou Bug. I should have cleaned a lot more heads, because I would have probably painted up a whole lot more than I did of each color. But I'll probably do them tomorrow. What time is it? 2:24. Oh my goodness, 2:24. Let's see. Hey there, Bait Daddy Tackle. How you doing? Hello there, Ladminia. We got Love Nicole. Do I work by myself? Yeah, pretty much. Up here on the third floor, I do work by myself. When I go down the escalator, well, there's a bunch of people on the second and on the first floor. I'm just kidding. There is no second floor. There's only a first floor. There's only one story on this building here. Oh man, I wish we had a three-story building, and I worked on the top floor. Hey there, Owen. You have a good one. I just got my new Gurney's catalog. Cool. I'm gonna get lost in it for a while. Yep. Well, cool deal. I have never heard of Gurney's catalog. What is that? What is a Gurney's catalog? I have never heard of a Gurney's catalog. Oh, seeds for gardening. Okay, well, cool. My wife, she would probably like that catalog because she buys all kinds of seeds. It is getting ready to be gardening season. Silver, silver, silver. Oh, that's cool. Well, hey there, Luke. Hey there, Dean. Hey there, Alex. Hey there, good red hand. How many am I going to do today? I have about 2 more of these cups I got to do, and then we're going to head into some tying. So I do have to tie some lures today. Today's one of those days I'm probably going to get maybe 100 jigs tied altogether. Yesterday I did probably a little over 200. My wife got home a lot earlier than I expected. I thought she had tutoring yesterday, and she got home like an hour and a half earlier than what I thought she was going to be. And we were going to try to ship out one of the tackle store orders yesterday, and I ended up tying like a dozen and a half jigs in like 20 minutes or so. So we got the order out. It is a good size order. I don't like sitting on orders. If I get an order, I want to try to get it done pretty fast. Like today I got in an order, but the post office lady had already come, so I figure I can get it done, and get it out the door tomorrow. Let's see, what is the most time consuming part? I don't know. Squirrel tail jigs there. Let's see, cut through 4 inches of ice. And you got 2 trout. One was on wet fly from Ruben. Oh, you caught it on a squirrel tail? Oh, that's cool. I don't know. I think the most time consuming, to me, it just seemed like just the cleaning, the head cleaning. To me, it just seems, kind of lackluster. I know I got to do it, got to get it done, but I don't know. Other than that, it's probably the tying, I guess. It takes me, I don't know, about a minute to 3 minutes to tie a lure. The painting part doesn't take that long. It's just you got to do a bunch of them. Get some of that. Let's go ahead and do some, let's see some black. Do I have any gold? A little bit of gold. Oh, he gets to go one time a year. Yep. Wayman gets to go every day. In the wintertime he does. What time does the trout fishing season end over there? Now the water temperatures is going to start warming up quite a bit. We're probably going to have a couple of cold spells. Between now and springtime. It seems to me something always messes up the spawn. In the last couple of years, it just seems that the spawn's always got kind of goofed up with a late snow or late a late freeze, or flooding. Sometimes the flooding has been messing this up. One of our tackle stores, it seems like every week they've been putting in orders. And they've been putting in these nice, pretty big orders too. We'll see if they order this week. Welcome in, guys. I hope everybody's doing well. What state do I live in? Oklahoma. Oh, you're in Washington. Yep. Let's see. December 1st through March 31st is the. Oh, okay. Oh, so you got a little bit of ways to go. Well, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's get these out of the oven. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You YouTubers over there, all those boxes there are jigs with mostly painted heads. Let's see. Okay. Let's get this done up again. Let's see. Do you keep them live? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see. Well, part of that there is where I live at. There's not. They stock the local lakes with trout. Not for me like on Oologah or Claremore Lake, but where Wayman's at and some of these other folks are at, like in Tulsa, they stock their ponds and lakes with trout because it's that, you know, the temperature of the water is colder, and the trout can stay alive. And so after beyond that, it's just, you know, the trout will die. Now, if you go to southeast Oklahoma, in the Broken Bow area, the trout I think are, you know, always there because that's pretty close to the Arkansas area. And then I guess up in Missouri, the trout stay up there alive um, a lot longer. Okay, these are the orange ones we just did a while ago. Yeah, I don't know much about Kansas and Missouri fishing, um, but in some cases there's a season. Like in some states, there's in some states there's a season for paddle fishing. That's the disco silver. But here, where I live at, you can catch crappie year round. You can take them home year round. That's the gray. That's the gray. That's the disco gold. We didn't do much of those. I already had some of those, but we are going to restock up on our 132nds. And tomorrow morning or later on this evening, when I'm not doing a live stream, I'm probably going to clean a bunch of heads. That's pink, pink. Okay, now we're going to do some pill heads. These are going to be the 1/16 ounce. So we need some gold, some silver, some black, some chartreuse. We don't know. We don't need any black. We're going to do gold and silver and chartreuse. Let's go with this. We'll put this over here. Jigs look awesome. I'm just needing them on a larger scale, but can't find anyone to make them. Are you just talking about plain jig heads? How hard is it to get into and not have them fall apart when you sling them? I don't know what you're saying. How hard is it to get into and not have them fall apart? How many are you needing? What are you talking about? Do you have a store? We do have tackle stores that we supply lures to. Hey, Tinker. I could post pictures of some big trout if you'd like. Oh, that would be great. That would be good on Discord. That'd be awesome. Yeah, if you do have a store, we do wholesale prices. Well, I don't know how many stores we have. We got a bunch of stores. I try not to count the stores. Yeah, we do have quite a bit of stores. I'm needing some of these Tide jigs. We call them bucktails here on the coast. Oh yeah, those are big. Yeah, we don't do big ones like that. I wouldn't know who to go to, but we do sell vices and material to make lures. And you're always, you know, well, you know, to some people it's harder on some people than it is. But You just have to give it a try and go for it. But we do sell vices, thread, chenille. We don't sell the bucktail though. Butter and lemon slices. That sounds good. We still need to cook our trout that we got from Deborah and Kevin. I do have two apps going on right now, so if it sounds like I'm talking to somebody else, odds are I'm usually talking to somebody else. How do you clean the jig heads? Look at my YouTube video I put up today. I put a YouTube short video. Go to my profile, look into our catalog of videos, and you'll see how I clean the heads. Hey there, James. I would just need help getting set up in a vise and tooling. Yeah, just we. I don't know where you would get the jig heads for that big of a lure. You'd have to find a source to do that. There is a fella, Guthrie Tackle. He pours a lot of heads, and he could probably do a 1 ounce head. I'm not sure. Hey there, Scotty. Thanks for the heart mate. Thanks for the popular. What do you mean by that, Cole? Yeah, I clean jig heads. I clean off the lead. Hey, Mr. Arizona Big Man. Again, we do have our fishing line on sale with the discount code. You can use line 40 at checkout and save 40% on fishing line. Oh, well, happy birthday. It's too cold to fish? Oh, no. The biggest head I use is a handmade 3/8 ounce. Yep. There's a guy on TikTok that he needs, I guess, 1 and 2 ounce jig heads. I don't try anything that big. He's using them for salt water, most likely. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I already have some of these made up. I do need some gold. Golly, I got so many of these silver heads. I can't believe I painted even more of them right now. Okay, let's get some of these disco lime heads for the glass minnow. The glass minnow. Did I just get shocked? Oh, I thought I got shocked. Shock the monkey. Make half-ounce jig heads for salmon. But it means more. Oh yeah, I hear you there. Jeannie DS Designs. Yep, happy birthday, everybody. That's Mr. Scotty. I got to see Scotty here a few months back. He came out to the shop. We got Raw Dog. How's it going, Raw Dog? Hey there, Dylan. Hey there, NR. Isn't that crazy? We went from 700 people to 19, 20 people in here. That's okay, though. I'm keeping you guys entertained, I guess. Ruben, you have any fin clips made up? Yes, I do. Do I think I do. Yeah, I got like 3 or 4 packs. Yep, these are the fin clips. I got 4 packs of these. Yep. Okay. Road trip to Ulaga. Hey, Brad. How you doing there, Brad? If you guys haven't picked up the crappie connection, make sure to pick up the crappie connection there. Pick them up on YouTube and also TikTok. I'm doing both channels right now. I'm thinking that's why we don't have a lot of people on our TikTok right now. We were running 300 to 700 people a while ago. I buy 3 or 4 packs every tournament. Oh, you do? Yeah, we do have a bunch of these. If you guys don't know what fin clips are, guys, these are fin clips. If you're a tournament angler, you hang them on the bottom of the fin or the bottom fin of the crappie, and it keeps them right side up and makes it to where they're more able to live so that they can get to weigh in. Yeah, we have, I think, 4 packs. I do have to make some more, so I know we go through a bunch of those in the springtime. And I think they come in, what, three to a pack. How do I clean the jig heads? Go look at my video. I put a video up today. It'll show you how I clean the jig heads. If you guys don't know, I'm talking to a 12-year-old. So. I take the jig head and I first dip it in bleach and then I caress it with some Dawn soap on there. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate that, guys. I am going to take a break here in just a little bit. And if you guys can, make sure to subscribe or pick me up. And I will be running both channels again. I'll be running on YouTube and TikTok. If you follow me on TikTok, make sure to also pick me up on YouTube. Same way, if you follow me on YouTube, make sure to pick me up on TikTok. So I'm going to take a break right now, guys. Let's see, what temperature and how long do I put my jig head in? I put the jig head in the oven, and every so often I'll pull it out and I'll baste it with lemon pepper garlic. And then when I know they're done is I'll stick a fork in it, and if it pulls out clean, that means they're done. Let's see. Orlando, welcome in. Riley, welcome in. Matt, welcome in. No, I'm kidding. I bake it for about at 350 for about 15 to 18 minutes. 15 to 18 minutes. Yeah. Hey, Remington always says to bake them till the meat falls off the bone. LOL, no breaks. Yeah, I'm going to take a break here, guys. This is like my third or fourth or fifth live stream I've done today. So I'll be back here probably in an hour or so. Give me about an hour. That'll give me time to get up and stretch out and walk around and maybe go get a snack or something and refill my drink. So we'll catch you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. You guys be good. Goodbye. And God bless you guys. Uh-oh.